Good morning. It's day 92 and it's cold. I woke up and checked the temperature. It is 47 degrees. What? So this morning I have got 17 miles even. That does not include the 1 mile road walk that I made back to the trail. But I still got on trail at 10 to 6, even with that road walk, so not too bad. It's supposed to get into the 60s today, so eventually I should be able to shed this puppy, but not yet. Last night, it was a rough night. So it got so cold last night and it started raining. So, everything's damp, which makes things colder. And between me feeling so cold and the traffic noise, because unfortunately the lovely Trail Angel's house is right off the main road and the traffic was loud. So I couldn't fall asleep. It took me forever. I finally fall asleep and I get woken up by loud voices talking and laughing. And I'm like, wake up and it's dark outside. I said, what time is it? I look at my watch, it's 12:30 at night. And there's a group of people. It sounded like it was coming from the neighbor's house. So I don't know what they were doing. And it lasted a while. And then it died down. Then about 10-15 minutes later, more voices that sounded like they were speaking another language. Might have been, I don't know. And sounded like they were walking by her house in the front. And they were talking and laughing. And I'm like, it's after midnight, people. Why are you all still up? So I finally got warm after a while and I was comfortable, but I just had a rough night. Still grateful though for my trail angel Bonnie, that's her name. Thank you, Bonnie, because it was wonderful. She even brought out a bottle of water for us. She let us charge our stuff. She took out an extension cord into the yard. I mean, amazing lady. Absolutely amazing. So I'm grateful I stayed there. And I'm going to be doing a lot of climbing today. Like right now. Whew, it's going to be a day. Talk to you guys later. Somebody's playing peekaboo. Hey, Joe, baby, I see you. Today feels and looks like fall outside. And it looks like Connecticut really hasn't hit full-on spring yet, because if you look up at the trees, a lot of trees are just now sprouting. So it's kind of crazy because I've been in what looked like summertime areas with full greenery and everything, and then I get into Connecticut and it still hasn't hit yet. And then of course today being in the 60s, well, getting into the 60s, not quite there yet, it really does, it feels like fall outside. It's actually quite nice. It's a little bit of a change up from the 85-degree day that I had the other day, but it's perfect today because I've got a couple big climbs, and so I'm not going to die of heat exhaustion while I'm climbing up them. Oh, what a good day. Made it to the top of Caleb's Peak. And there is a view. Let's go look. I made it to St. John's Ledges, and now, from what I hear, the descent that I'm going to be coming down to is crazy steep and rocky, and I've heard people will do a butt scoot down some of it, and I'm glad it's sunny and things are dry today. We'll see how it is. I think it'd probably be fun, but after that though, got a nice, like, I don't know, 3.5, maybe close to 4 mile section of just what looks like flat. So that's gonna be exciting. And then of course, you know what comes after flat. Whoop! So, all right, I probably won't film too much on this descent that I'm going to be coming to. If I can stop, I will and show you guys. I'm excited to see how treacherous this really is. Alright, I don't know how much you can see, but so far so good. It's steep. You can see that blaze down there, but nothing too crazy yet. And more steep steps going down. And we're still descending. You can't even tell, but it's going straight down. Looks like somebody lost their shoe. And then, so I just came down that. Maybe it's easier for you to see with it going up. I don't know. Probably not. What a cool rock face. That was not terrible at all. It was steep, and you just had to take your time, but I guess in the rain it would be bad, but today was dry, so it wasn't hard at all. Just lots of steepness in the beginning, and just had to watch your foot placement and just make sure you weren't taking it too quickly. Past a girl going up it. I wouldn't want to go up that. That would be really steep. But yeah, I'm almost down to the parking area, which is what starts the flat part of this walk. So yay, the next part's gonna be a breeze. I had gotten warm while I was climbing. Whew. Cold. It's gotten cold again. I got goosebumps. Oh, I want to stop for a sit-down snack break. Shelter, I think, is like another 0.6 or so ahead, so I might stop there. But gosh, I need to put my jacket back on for now. Doing this flat section and the wind blowing, even with the sun out, it's cold. I took a nice little lunch break. I had a peanut butter wrap and some snacks, and it was really nice. I put my jacket on so I could stay warm, and I left it on because I still have, I think, like another 2.5 miles of walking before I start climbing again. So this has been really nice, this flat section here. Kind of like a little reprieve in the middle of the day, and then back to climbing. And I'm sure the jacket will come off then. That was a nice, beautiful stretch along the river. Bug up my nose. Ugh. And now we are back to climbing again. What we've got ourselves here is a little rock scramble. Trees up there with the blaze. I gotta go somehow up this. Thinking right here, I could probably make a foothold and hop up on this and get up there. have to rock hop across this to get over to there. But this is the perfect spot for a break, so I'm going to take one. Something I'm learning about Connecticut is it doesn't know the definition of gradual. It just goes straight up and straight back down. And then straight up and straight back down. Ooh. Ooh. And it goes up and down, up and down, up and down a lot. So, Virginia, your roller coaster, it ain't got nothing on Connecticut. I was sitting at that viewpoint, just taking a break, and all of a sudden, I hear floop, like a little, I don't know, flap sound or whatever, and I saw something out of the corner of my eye kind of like fall, and I go like this, and I look down at my shirt. A caterpillar fell from the tree up above and was stuck on my shirt. I'm like, oh my God. So I grab a stick, and I'm trying to get it off of me, and it was clinging onto my shirt for dear life. So I had to break the stick in half and use it like a pair of chopsticks to get it off of me. And there was a lady sitting right there, and she goes, oh, what? Something fall on you? I was like, yeah, a caterpillar. And she's like, oh my God. And as I'm trying to get the little guy off of me, I'm like, dude, just let go. I said, I'm not trying to hurt you. And she goes, oh my God, you should. Those things are so bad. They're so nasty. And I was like, oh God. I can't kill a thing, you know? I don't care how bad for the environment it is. Unless it's a tick or a mosquito, those guys got to go. But anything else, I can't harm it. So I managed to get him off on the stick, and I put him in the grass next to me. But that was like, just... that got me up and moving, so I wasn't sitting underneath that tree anymore. A couple days ago, I was talking to my mom on the phone, and I had my right earbud in, and I started sweating so bad because it was like that 85-degree day. I was climbing uphill, and I mean, I was sweating horribly. It was sweating so bad that it was rolling into my ear, apparently, because all of a sudden everything sounded muffled. And I told my mom to hold on. I pulled out my earbud and I wiped it off and kind of dried out my ear and put it back in, and everything was fine. So I thought nothing of it. Well, the next day I went to go call my mom, and I put the same right earbud in, and I could barely hear her. And I thought it was a bad connection, so I said, let me call you back. Called her back, same problem. I was like, what is going on? So I said, you know what, hold on. I've switched out my earbuds. I put my left one in, crystal clear. So it looks like I ruined my right earbud from sweating so bad. Now, these earbuds are supposed to be water resistant, but I guess apparently when your ear is swimming with sweat, that is the cutoff. So, like, really? Another piece of gear that I have to replace. I mean, my left one still works fine, and I only use one earbud at a time. But it's still the fact that, you know, those are not just earbuds I use on trail. I use them at home. And now one is broke. So, unless somebody knows a genius trick to fix that problem, you know, yeah. I think I'm less than 3 miles from camp now, and I think I just got over my second to last big climb, so I've got one more big climb to go, and then I'll be done climbing today. Today I actually did just under 4,200 feet in elevation gain. I haven't done this much elevation gain in a while, so it's definitely coming back. But tomorrow, even though I'm doing 1.7 miles more tomorrow than I'm doing today, it's less elevation gain. But I do, looking ahead though, I do have a bunch of climbs, particularly 2 really, really big ones. That's what's gonna kill me tomorrow. Alrighty, I'll talk to you guys when I get to camp. I just saw a really pretty snake, little one, but it slithered too quickly into the brush, and then I couldn't find it again. But it was pretty. So keep climbing, and you see those 2 blazes right there? Look where it goes. Inside there, that is called Roger's Ramp. I gotta go in between this crevice here. Let's see how well that works out. Here it is. It's a little like the lemon squeezer, just climbing up. And let's see. You know what? I need 2 hands. Sorry, guys. There we go. I got up it. It wasn't hard. You just needed 2 hands to grab onto the rocks, which I didn't have while I was filming, so I had to put my phone down. Almost to camp. Seriously. I just had another bug fly into the exact same eye as last time, and it got caught, and he was under my eyelid, and it took me a minute to get him out again. Oh, tell him to stop. Oh. Made it to the shelter, and I'm gonna look over here for some tenting spots. We'll see what we can find. But you know, actually, I'm gonna eat first. I'm hungry. It is going on 4 o'clock, and I'm the only one here. I ate, and I'm set up, and there are caterpillars everywhere. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say tonight, but tomorrow is going to be 18.7 mile day. It's more than I wanted to do, but these shelters, it's driving me nuts being in an area where I can't camp where I want, because the day after I'm only doing 10.1 miles, because just basically no matter what I do, I'm going to do 1 really low mile day and then a normal-ish day the next day. But like that day that I'm doing 10.1, my option was to do 10.1, because yes, they have 2 shelters 0.1 miles apart, or do, I think it's 24.4 miles. Explain that to me. Why did they put 2 shelters 0.1 apart, but then put the next one another 14 point something away from those? But then they expect people not to disperse camp, so you're giving them no options. Yeah, so alright, I'm gonna go put my food bag up in they got a bear box here, so I'm gonna go put that in there. And it's starting to get kind of chilly. I was gonna see if somebody else shows up, but I don't know. I might just crawl in my tent. Talk to you in the morning.